Hi everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue.
Stop it!
Hello, yes, today's podcast is all about laughing and the benefits of laughing and it's joyous, isn't it? Like just hearing that, a child laughing, which was Babyblu, by the way, I was tickling her, it just like cheers everyone up. If you say to people, what is the best sound in the world? So many people, especially parents, will say the sound of children laughing, and it's infectious. The sound of it, just watching it, doing it yourself. And I just think there's something to be said for making yourself laugh when you're feeling down, because it's one of those things that happened the other week when I wasn't feeling that great, and I woke up and I watched a really funny video that somebody had posted on social media, and it made me belly laughing first thing in the morning, like 7 a.m. and I'd woken up feeling really groggy, really rubbish. I think I'd had a really bad day or night that night, and it just really put me in such a great mood for the rest of the day because I just laughed and genuinely laughed out loud. So I actually put it as like a little quote on Instagram this morning saying, first thing of the day, laugh, make yourself laugh. Find a funny video, whether it's your favourite comedian, it could be a funny podcast. I highly recommend Shag Married Annoyed. That is guaranteed to always make me laugh, and I really look forward to it every Friday. It could be a vlogger that makes you laugh. Somebody may be doing pranks. Not really my thing. I'm not really a pranky type person, but you might enjoy that. Someone silly like Lab Baby. He's a great vlogger to watch. Absolutely love all his vlogs. Yeah, find a way to make you laugh. Silly cat video, I don't know, but it is the best way to start the day. And if you are feeling really rubbish and you've been like stuck in the doldrums for ages, it's like a snap, and it just snaps you out of it, and it just really relaxes you, it calms you down. And if it is first thing in the morning, it puts you in a good mindset, and sometimes it makes you a little bit silly for the rest of the day, and your silliness and good mood will then rub off on somebody else who might have been feeling a bit rubbish. Be like, morning's like, oh, actually I was feeling a bit rubbish. Now you've snapped me out of that, and now I'm in a better mood, so I'll take that happy and pass it on to someone else. And it is that sort of feeling. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or do I just sound crazy? Because when you're just not feeling it, when you are genuinely peed off with something, or you're feeling really sad or really low, it's almost like you don't want to be happy. You stop yourself from being happy because you have decided you are in a mood and you need to be in that mood for a little bit and experience that mood. But the big old end, nobody wants to be in a mood, do they? Everyone wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be relaxed. Everyone just wants to sort of go through life. But those ups and downs, I guess, are what make life. But it is one of those things. If you want to get past it, you have to make a conscious decision to say, do you know what? Stop this. I'm gonna be happy. And if you desperately want to get out of it, watch something funny and let yourself just get lost in it. Don't sort of watch it and go, yeah, I can see why that was funny, but it's not funny. Just because you're being stubborn and you do not want to be happy. Actually, get on board, enjoy it, go with the flow, because life is too short to be that stubborn and that grumpy. I promise you. So there's so much to be said for laughter. I mean, that is why there are so many comedians in the world, because they do it. It's why there's so many entertainers in the world, because they just like listening to people laughing and making people feel good. I mean, that's why I got into sort of that world of acting and performing and stuff, because I genuinely loved touching people in that way. Hello. Uh-oh, I've got a visitor. Which actually is good timing, because I wanted to do a bit of a question and answer with this one today. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Can you tell me something?
Yeah.
What is the best thing about laughing?
It makes you help your body.
It helps your body? How does it help your body?
It helps your body by people saying silly things.
Silly things, yeah.
And when you laugh, it makes it even louder.
It makes it louder. Does it make you feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think's funny? Who makes you laugh? Anyone at school?
Neat.
Nate used to make you laugh lots, didn't he? Her best friend Nate moved to a different town, so he's not there anymore, but he used to make you laugh. Who else make... Go on.
People think they are crazy sometimes, and they're not. Anthony thinks he's crazy.
Anthony is crazy. Anthony runs a barber in our town called the Golden Scissors. Best barbers in the area if you're ever this way. But he is crazy and he is funny.
Mummy.
Can we do your knock knock joke before you go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do the knock knock bit then.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Captain Cat.
The interrupting
No!
cat. Ooh, that was scary. That actually genuinely made me jump. That's your favourite joke at the moment, isn't it?
I need to go now.
Okay, bye. Do you want to say bye? Oh, she's coming back.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, I should have left that on because as she ran out of the room, she ran into the wall and then went, I'm okay, and ran off. Pure comedy moment that was. But yes, that's her take on laughter. So I guess it's a case of it makes your body feel good, which is true, and it makes you feel good. Yeah, she's crazy. She laughs all the time. So she'll laugh at nothing as well. And one thing I do love is if I've got a movie on, like she's got a movie on now, but if she's watching something and I'm sat doing boring housework or just mundane stuff, and I can just hear her laughing her head off at something, it's such a lovely thing. And you almost want to go and join her and just sort of soak it all up, which I do most of the time, to be honest. Oh no, I just had a crash. She might have knocked something over. Oh, goodness. But yeah, so she loves You've Been Framed as well. That is one of her favourite TV shows. And so she likes watching silly cat videos and things like that. Although she has told me recently that she's going off You've Been Framed because she doesn't like the canned laughter because it's not real. And totally agree with her. There's no point in laughing if it's not going to be a genuine laugh, is there? Oh, do you know what? Actually, it's just reminded me of something. I once went to a warm-up gig of Russell Howard's, who is the blonde comedian. Absolutely love him. He is like one of my faves. And I went to one of his warm-up gigs at the Riverside Studios with my friend Jake. We got last-minute tickets, like they were on reserve. We literally sat at the box office like 5 minutes before the show went up to see if there were any last minute cancellations, and there were, and we managed to go and see it. And his first joke made me belly laugh so loud, and I have an uncontrollable loud laugh. I really cannot control it. When I laugh because there's no point in laughing if you're not going to do it and enjoy it, is there? I mean, if you're just going to titter. What's a titter? No. If you're going to laugh, enjoy it and belly laugh. That's what I say. But mine, sometimes I just can't hold it in. I do try. But yeah, it was so loud. And he went, who was that? Who was that? And my friend Jake, who I went with, held my hand up very high. And he was like, oh, I love a woman with a good laugh. Really turns me on. Couldn't have been more red. And he's so right, isn't it? If you're a comedian and you have an audience member who is going to laugh like that, it's going to just be perfect for you. Actually, Dawn French as well, she said that if you're not going to laugh loud, what's the point in laughing at all? She obviously was the Vicar of Dibley, which is one of my favourite shows of all time. And whenever you see the making of that show, she has just got the biggest grin and is just belly laughing the whole time. And if you ask me, that's what life is. Life is about enjoying it, and enjoying it is laughter. It is laughter. And if laughter cannot drag you out of a doldrums, then you're doing something wrong. And I'm sorry, but there is so much to be said for a positive mental attitude. I know it's easy to say when you're not feeling depressed, and I have been there when you just cannot get a grip on reality because you are so low, and because maybe there are people who are sort of instigating bad things. Those sorts of situations, yes, you're going to need help. And probably watching a funny video every morning isn't going to help you out of it. But what it will help you do is have a bit more of a calmer, relaxed, positive, optimistic mind to tackle those people, those pessimistic, horrible, evil people, or the awful situation you might have found yourself in, or illness, or whatever it is, because obviously there are so many different situations that it could be. But if you are positive and you can laugh at yourself, you can laugh at your misfortunes almost, you'll relax and you'll be calmer. And when you're relaxed and calmer, you can handle things so much easier, and you become a superhero. That's what my experience has taught me anyway. I can remember being in hospital. I just had emergency surgery on my stomach because I had an ectopic pregnancy. So a very sort of mixed emotional, hormonal time for me. I just lost a baby. I just had surgery. I just had my life saved. And it was all very confusing. And I remember I was walking up through the corridors because I just needed to walk and get out of the bed. But I'd forgotten that the little gowns they give you to wear in hospital don't have a back to them. So there's me walking up the ward with my bum hanging out. Not my bare bum, I had my pants on, of course. But with my bum hanging out. And this nurse called Claire, she just followed me and she just smacked my bum. Not in a hard, horrible way that I'm going to sue her for, but like in a little pat, 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 sort of like, we can all see your bum. And it was the first time I properly laughed after everything that had happened that weekend. And it was just so joyous to feel that joy, feel that sort of comedy again, and be able to not laugh at the situation because it was an awful, sad situation, but to laugh at myself and how ridiculous I looked in that moment, if that makes sense. And yeah, laughter, they say laughter's the best medicine, don't they? Ow! Anyway, I'm going to the end of the podcast, but I will leave you with something funny and some giggling.
Bye.
You say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day, and we will see you tomorrow. Go on, say bye.
Bye.